everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hazel. I am the owner and artist behind Snuggly Spooks Crochet. So today's video is going to be a bit of a different one. I had this idea because I started crocheting these two characters from a video game series that me and my fiance really like. I'll show you real quick. First one I made is Hornet. There she is. She is from Hollow Knight originally, and then more recently they came out with a sequel called Silk Song, which she is the main character of. Clearly the only thing left to do for her is to glue some eyes on here. They're just black ovals. I'm going to cut them out of felt and glue them on her face here. So otherwise she is all done. And then after that, I made Hollow Knight. I don't know if this character actually has a name or if he's just the Hollow Knight. But once again, he is all done. And just like Hornet, he's just going to have some black ovals for eyes. I will cut them out of felt and glue them on. And he is completely done. So I made those two, and then I had the idea, what if I crocheted video game characters from games that I just don't have the patience to play myself. So if you don't know me, I am a big video game nerd. I love playing video games, and I would consider myself a fan of these video games that I'm going to be crocheting from, but certain games I just don't have the time or the patience to play for maybe a variety of reasons. Some of them are just too difficult, some of them are kind of rage games, and then some of them is just a different style of video game that I personally wouldn't play, but I do enjoy watching other people play, or, you know, I enjoy the lore, or, you know, anything like that. So once again, I consider myself a general fan of these things, but actually playing or experiencing it myself is not in the cards. I have an idea as far as what characters I do want to crochet. I know I'm going to be crocheting Freddy Fazbear, a large one this time. The last one I made was pretty small, but this one is going to be much bigger. I'm going to be crocheting a character from Elden Ring. I don't know her name off the top of my head. I'm going to be crocheting a Mindflayer from D&D. I personally don't play D&D. It's a game that just takes too much time. I did play Baldur's Gate 3, which was very, very popular, and it's based on D&D. It's got a lot of those same characters and like role-playing, like mechanics of the game. I really enjoyed that game. Absolutely phenomenal. I do recommend it if you are a fan of those kinds of games. That game does have Mindflayers in it. Today is Wednesday, July 1st. I have no idea how long this video is going to take me to like film and finish, but I will try and give you some regular updates as we go along. Grab your snack, grab your project, whatever you're working on, and come along for the ride. everybody, just checking in. Today is Wednesday, July 8th, so it has been a week since I last talked to you guys, and I wanted to show you what I've got done in that time. Like you saw before, I do have these two characters from the Hollow Knight series. I did give them their eyes, they are glued on and all done. I made them in Bernat blanket yarn with a 7mm hook, and like I think I mentioned before, their eyes are made out of felt. I'm thinking I'm going to price them around $40 each, because while they look like they have a very simple design, and they do, every piece on this is made separately and has to be sewn together, which takes a lot of time. So I think $40 for the size and the amount of time that went into making them is pretty fair. And then after that, let me show you what I worked on. So this one kind of took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting him to be quite so large. I did want him to be large, but let me show you. Here we have Freddy Fazbear. He is quite large, as you can see. He is weighted in his butt, so he sits up very well. He has got his hat, of course, which is attached so that it doesn't fall off. He has a bow tie here and two buttons. He's the size of a toddler. I mean, he is massive. So I made him in a mix of Bernat blanket yarn. This is Premier Basics Chenille Brights, which is the same size as Bernat blanket yarn. And then this lighter brown it's actually from Michael's. It's the skinny chenille, which is very, very skinny, very small kind of yarn. I had to not double it up, not triple it up, but quadruple it up. So I took 4 strands of this really skinny yarn and crocheted with it so that it would be the same size as the rest of the yarn and it would go well together. I think it ended up very good. If you look, like in these stitches here, you can kind of see what I'm talking about, that it's several strands of yarn, but otherwise it's not like super noticeable. And yeah, I think he turns out really, really well. He took me probably like 4 solid days to finish, because as you can imagine, every single piece on him is made separately and sewn together. Even his ears are 2 separate pieces sewn flat together like this and then sewn to the head. And he took a lot of materials, so he's going to be quite pricey. He's going to be my new like showstopper eye catcher piece. He's probably going to be about $150, just because, like I said, all the materials and the time. He's a big boy, but that's fine with me. I really like him, so I don't mind holding on to him, and yeah, he can hang out with me until he finds his forever home. To make him weighted, most people use the like poly pellets, which, if you don't know, they're just little plastic pellets, little teeny tiny plastic pellets. Give a good weight to whatever plushie you're working on. But because they're so small, people will usually have to put them in like an old sock or stocking, you know, pantyhose, something like that, and then put it in so that the pellets don't just pop out of the plush. The only thing with that is not only do you require another material of the sock or the stocking, they're also really expensive. So I don't use those to weight my plushies. Not that there's anything necessarily wrong with using them. It's, you know, your choice, whatever. But I don't like plastic if I can avoid it. And I don't want to spend that much money on something just to weight a plushie. So let me show you what I use. So these are little glass pebbles. I'm not really sure what to call them. They're commonly used for like vase filler, but yeah, they're just little glass, you know, rocks, pebbles, I don't know. You can find them usually at like a dollar store in little bags, or honestly, I find them at thrift stores like pretty frequently, and you can get quite a lot of them for just a couple dollars. And they're big enough that, for me anyways, because I have a tight tension, I don't have to put them in like another sock or stocking or anything like that. I will lay a layer of the regular stuffing, the polyfill stuffing, and then I'll put these in, usually like a couple handfuls depending on how weighted I want a plushie to be or how big of an area that I have to work with. I'll just put these in directly on top of the stuffing and then put more stuffing on top, kind of sandwich them in there. And yeah, I've not had any issues with that so far. I have, when I was first testing, like using them, I did try to like manipulate the stuffy a lot. I was trying to see if it was gonna like pop out of my stitches or anything like that, and I didn't have any issue. But like I said, I have really tight tension with my yarn, so if you want to give it a try, just, you know, experiment a little bit and see if it's something that could work for you. But yeah, like I said, in my experience, getting these is a lot cheaper than the plastic pellets from like a craft store or anything. And I found a bunch of them at like a thrift store. I bought this whole bag for like a couple dollars. So it's gonna last me a long time, and it's less stuff in the landfill and less plastic that you have to use for your products. So after I finished him, this guy I just finished yesterday. This is a Mindflayer from D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. He has these face tentacles. He's got little tentacles on his hands here. He's got this really cool robe and big old collar on the back of his head. And I think he came out to be a decent size. As you can see, he's about the size of my head. I will probably price him maybe like 35 to 40, something along those lines. While he's not quite as big as like my Hollow Knight characters, he does have a lot of detail. His robe is made completely separately and then sewn on, and just all the tentacles and his angry little eyelids are just those extra details to really make him unique. I did make him with a mix of Big Twist Posh and Big Twist Teddy Bear, and I use I think it's a 4.5 millimeter hook with that yarn. His eyes are 30 millimeter eyes. So yeah, he is all done. He's gonna go on my pile. As for today, I'm gonna keep working. I'm going to be working on that character from Elden Ring that I had mentioned at the beginning of the video. This last character that I still need to make, I'm really excited for. She's gonna be very detailed. I just think that she looks really cool. So I can't wait to show you guys, and of course I will see you at the end of the video to show you the rest of them. Alright, welcome back everybody. You've made it to the end of the video. Before I show you my last make, I would like to show you a plushie that I did a pattern test for my friend Just Boo Sheet. If you recognize the name, she was in my video for the convention that I did not too long ago. She found out that I have experience doing some pattern tests for new patterns that were coming out, and she sent me this one, so let me grab it real quick. Alright, so here he is. I made Toothless. So he's got his big long tail back here, and his eyes. I hand painted the eyes myself. They're just a basic glitter, but I think they really give him some extra character. This is the back of him. He's got these big old floppy wings. And his tail, of course. And he's just super adorable. So yeah, he doesn't really apply to the theme of this video necessarily, but I was working on him while I was making everything else. So I wanted to go ahead and share him with you guys. If you're interested in buying this pattern from Just Boo Sheets, I don't think she has a date as for when the pattern is coming out yet, but check out her Instagram, keep an eye out for it because it is definitely worth it. He's pretty sizable. I made him with Bernat blanket yarn. If you can't tell, that is my kind of go-to yarn. I like making bigger items, so yeah, I think he's definitely worth it. Let's get to the last item that I made for the actual theme of this video. And here she is. So she's got this gorgeous, gorgeous curly hair all the way around. She's got this big old witch hat on top, of course. She has one sinker eye, which my wonderful fiance painted for me. And let's see, she's got several layers. She's got this cloak, her actual dress, she's got some pants on underneath, she's got the forearms, and the closed eye, of course. It's very fun to make, and it was a little bit of a challenge for me. I didn't realize just how much work was going to go into this. I've never made like a doll before, especially one so detailed and with so many parts, but I think she was definitely worth it in the end. The pattern was fantastic. It had so many great pictures and instructions and tips. I did have to redo her hair a couple of times, not because there was anything wrong with the pattern, but just because apparently I can't read, or at least I can't comprehend what I'm reading. So she did take me quite a long time, but she was definitely worth it. I think as far as pricing goes, I'll probably put her at like $55, $60. I'm not really sure. She's a pretty good size. She's about the size of she's a bit bigger than my head if you include the hat, but she, like I said, she is very detailed. She has all these different parts, all this beautiful, beautiful hair. Yeah. I think if someone is a fan of the Elden Ring series and recognizes her, I think they'd be willing to pay $55 for her. Because I'm biased, but I think she's worth it. Let me grab all of the makes for this video and see if I can hold them all. Does this work? No, it's not working. Hold on, I can figure this out. I can't hold them all at once, they're too big. So that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for joining me, for watching me. Your support, as always, really means a lot. If you liked this video, let me know down in the comments below. If you have any ideas for future videos, also leave that in the comments below. And as always, give a like, subscribe, ring the bell, I don't know, all the YouTube things. It really does help me out. It tells the algorithm to push out my videos to more people who might be interested in this kind of content, and it just lets me know that you guys actually like these videos. So, thank you again so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!